Hey also guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be Little Monsters. Oh boy, this should be very fascinating because I don't think I've ever heard of this movie before, or ever watched it, of course. I mean, Little Monsters? What's this about? Is it like a cartoon animation sort of style, or is it going to be a documentary about your kids, how they're little monsters when they steal your cookies? I don't know. It's going to be very fascinating. Yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Did you ever see the movie Monsters, Inc.?
Yeah, I did.
Of course you did. Pixar is practically your cinematic guardian now. Anything they say, you have to pay attention to. The idea of monsters popping out of the closet only to find their 9-to-5 job, though, is nothing new. It's been used in countless cartoons and comic strips in the past. But still, it presented us with a nice, decent movie with a creative plot and characters.
True.
But much like the yin and the yang, for every good movie that exists, there's always gonna be a bad movie.
Oh god.
This movie. Little fucking Monsters.
Oh god. Is this gonna be a bad...
When you think about it, this should be great. You got big-name child star Fred Savage, big-name funny man Howie Mandel, and a whole wide world of creative monsters. How could any kid not in their right mind enjoy this? Well, needless to say, you gotta try hard to fuck up a movie like this. Really, really hard. And by God's pubic hair, they succeeded. So, let's see why this movie sucks a mighty coxicle. This is Little Monsters.
Of course the movie sucks,
So we start off with
doesn't it?
Fred Savage telling us what a pain it is to move to a new place.
We moved here about a month ago.
Get used to change,
My
kid.
parents
Change
said
is a
they'd
way
be
of
there for
life.
me and my brother Eric.
Needless to say, whenever you hear that opening narration, you always feel the Wonder Years music isn't far behind. I was hoping this move would be different, something exciting and new. But I could feel in my heart that a hammy monster played by an obsessive-compulsive actor would not be far away. God help my career. Savage also has a brother, played by his real-life brother, Ben Savage.
Wow, real life problem.
Honey, are you all right?
I dreamt I was in TGIF limbo with the father from The Graduate.
This is no joke, Dad. There was a real monster.
Their dad
Oh,
is
that
played by
acting
Daniel Stern,
is-
whose glasses are so big he can probably read the fine print on a maggot's mortgage loan.
Damn.
Flashlight.
Sure, honey. Would you get it?
Holly, I thought I'll get the,
What the hell was that about?
Yeah,
what
what
does he
was
keep
that
a
about?
porn in his flashlight or something?
Yeah, I mean... What the fuck am I watching? Why is he... Bad breath, man.
I think this calls for another.
Yeah, that was weird. Slow motion, that shit. What were they thinking? This is cringe scene. Why?
Luke, I am your throwaway performance.
So they find that all sorts of little pranks have been set up around the house that Savage apparently didn't plant. Daniel Stern fall for childish traps? Huh, that's something new.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
You did, mister.
I'm gonna kill that kid!
The antics continue as Stern tries to go to work.
My bike. You ain't over it.
My car. Whose fault is this, Brian?
No way. I parked it right over there, right there.
Oh, right. So before
Who
I got in the car, I
talks
went around
like
and put the
that?
bike
What
there
sort of
myself.
father and
Forget
son
it, Charlie.
talks like
I
that?
just realized how surreal this is. Both these actors played the exact same character in the Wonder Years. So basically, it's Kevin talking to Kevin. I knew my dad was mad at me, but he didn't understand what I was
don't
going
think
you can monologue over me, mister.
Hey, butt out, pal. You have no idea the issues I'm going through. I am you!
So Savage thinks his brother did it as he throws his lunch out the window. Unfortunately, is slammed into generic McBully here, which causes the kids to have a fight at school.
Generic quick bully.
What's going on here? This is most unorthodox. I'll show you, Toddywaggles.
What the hell is that?
Stevenson,
hell
you're
is
new here,
that?
aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, I think we better have a little talk. In my office, you have rules to learn.
Ah yes,
Wow.
the new law of high school.
Grab him
You're
by
the
the
new
bloody
kid,
neck.
you're automatically to blame. So he befriends a girl in his class, who's named Tomboy Kirsten Bookworm. Or at least that's what I'm calling her lazily written character.
This is cool. Don't touch. It's fragile. It's a night blooming cactus. I want to see if artificial sunlight Changes
cactus.
its normal
Shouldn't
blooming
it hurt if you touch
Yeah,
it then?
nice read there, girl. You don't say big words that often, do you? And as usual, Savage sounds nothing like a real little kid and more like a miniature version of John Travolta.
So what's up, Mr. Vo? You really want to know?
Oh,
I really
God,
want to know. All right, you know what? Think about it. Take your time. You'll probably change your mind.
You good looking.
Oh,
We
that's from
find out
Face
that Ben
Off.
is still
I
afraid
love
to
Face
sleep in
Off,
his
the
room,
movie.
so Fred decides to make a bet. If Fred
Total
can stay
Nicolas
one
Cage
night in Ben's room,
experience.
Ben will pay him some money. But sure enough, he does hear something going bump in the night.
Okay. What's a controller?
Jesus, what the hell could it possibly be?
Yeah, but I mean,
Pazuzu! Scared out of his wits, Fred spends the night on the couch, but is not ready to give up yet.
Double or nothing.
whoa, he woke up fast.
An 80s montage fixes everything, except when you show people eating. What the hell? I thought this was an 80s montage. All of a sudden it just kinda stopped. Shouldn't we be seeing some stuff? Cut against other stuff. Oh wait, here we go. We're back to the 80s montage.
God, like
And the
music.
build-up can finally begin. Oh wait, I guess
He's rocking
it's
it.
over now. Boy, that was pretty fucking lame.
Yeah, I kinda
So
like
this time Savage sets up a
catchy.
trap to nail the monster, again succumbing to the boy genius syndrome that every kid in the late 80s and early 90s seemed to have.
What,
But when he catches the monster,
Doritos?
he disappears into clothes as soon as the lights come on.
What are you doing, Brian? What the hell is going on? Look at this mess. What the hell am I stepping in? Doritos?
Wow.
Jesus.
This is worse than that fucking time I caught you goddamn swearing! So the father, of course, never asks why there's an adult male's
sort of-
clothes in his room, but as soon as the lights go off, they get moving again. And thus we see our monster named
Ugh.
Maurice, played
What
by
the-
Howie Mandel.
Scream, scream! Good idea! You know what? You scream, your dad's gonna come in here with a 12-gauge shotgun. Blow your head off, actually.
He would make a
I'll
great
scream.
Joker.
Actually, your dad's gonna come in here and find Dorito puke all over the floor. What's he gonna say, huh? Wow!
Now I know what you're saying to yourself. Haven't I
be a
seen this character a
Beetlejuice.
bajillion times before?
feel like I've
Well,
seen
yes. Yes, you have. He's part of the annoying supernatural fast-talking dick club.
Must be
Never heard
like-
of it? It was very popular in the late 80s and early 90s. I think it began with Beetlejuice.
Oh
Ever since
my
that movie
God,
came
I
out,
just
literally
said
every
that.
flick had an annoying supernatural fast-talking
Yeah,
dick.
that reminded me
Don't
of
believe Let's check out a
Beetlejuice.
few other films that came out around that time.
Just said that. He
I love
reminded
big
me of
cars.
Beetlejuice.
Got him, need him. Hey, guy, come on.
Exactly.
Look at that. We even shop at the same store. No, I thought it was
I believe Michael Keaton or something like that.
Hey, dude. Come here, bud. You don't know what you...
Hello, Aladdin. Nice to have you on the show. Can we call you Al or maybe just Vin?
One of those places. No substitutions, exchanges, or refunds.
Every single time I say
Yes, do it.
Points made. Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
So listen to this.
I was
Howie
thinking the
Mandel gets
same.
weaker whenever he's around bright light, and
Thank
actual
God
sunlight will
we're
apparently
thinking
kill
both.
it.
Beetlejuice.
Just like another friggin' monster he played!
Yeah, like-
Does it have to be written in Howie Mandel's contract that every character he plays is allergic to bright light? Are bright lights part of his OCD? Does he have some sort of paranoia against them? Seriously, what would happen if he stepped in bright light?
Oh God, no.
It's like diamonds.
No.
Beautiful.
It's not Twilight.
This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
So the next night,
This
the monster
story's-
comes back and decides he
This
wants to party
movie's
with Seth
got a better
because
love
he's the
story than
first kid
fucking
to ever
Twilight.
catch it.
Sorry, I know that's an old meme.
Even if I do go, how do I know I'm gonna be able to come back?
Listen to me. What goes on down there is every kid's fantasy.
Oh, you mean a naked April O'Neil covered in whipped cream and chocolate sauce? An early bloomer, so what?
Imagine, if you will, imagine a world solely of kids. kids that just want to have fun. No parents. You hear me, boy? I said, no parents. Man, that alone is worth all the money in the world. It's about leaving your clothes wherever it is you want to leave them.
Jesus.
It's about never having to clean up.
For some reason, it reminds me from
being on time.
Just
Star
go
Trek.
already!
I don't know
So
why. It
finally he
reminds me
takes
like
him under the bed to
he's
show
a
him
character
the world
from
of the
Star
monsters.
Trek.
Well, boy, they've really built up this monster world big time. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Take a gander ride. Ain't it amazing?
Well, that's a nice backstage of the set, but can we see the real set now?
Every one of these staircases leads to some poor soul's bedroom.
Oh, that is the real set.
Actually, it reminds me a
World
bit
of
like
Monsters is nothing
Vivian.
more than a collection of
Something
stairs
like
and
that.
boxes.
Vivian, one of the characters.
Wow. So you're a little kid hearing all this buildup
young
about
ones.
the Kingdom of Monsters, and all you get is stairs
I think
and
it was
boxes.
Vivian or something like that.
That's so much of a letdown, I can't even bring myself to call it a letdown. I mean, how lazy and unimaginative are you? A better description is needed to explain such an abomination of assness. This isn't a fucking letdown, this is a mini holocaust of expectation. That's how bad it is, folks.
Damn.
That's how bad it is. I've used the word holocaust.
Damn.
So really
you used
all
that
this
word.
world is the Foot Clan hideout from the first Ninja Turtles. You know, where all the kids get together to party and do bad things. In fact, it's practically identical. But the fun doesn't stop there. Maurice encourages Savage to play little pranks all throughout the neighborhood. Okay, I guess a few innocent pranks here and there, isn't that? But holy hell, is that cruel!
Oh, come on,
In fact,
don't
the more
do
you
that.
watch them, most of these pranks are just cruel. They're not really that funny. They're just nasty.
Yeah,
What's this?
it's gross.
You're drinking?
Oh, okay, he's drinking the kid's apple juice. I guess it doesn't seem too bad. Dude!
Oh, no. Don't
That is
do
awful.
that. That's
Look, this
gross.
isn't the Kevin Costner brewery. That's real British
Yeah,
gas. And
don't
why is this
do
kid getting
that.
so excited about it?
Yeah,
I think
what
they
the
made the
fuck is
home
wrong
of
with
one
you?
boy he didn't like, that bully from earlier. Outside of that, all the other kids are pure innocence. So how is this funny? Where does the humor come from?
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this. Maybe there was some comedy in here I'm just not seeing. After all,
yeah.
maybe we can see the kids' reactions. That'll be pretty funny.
I'm innocent. I'll take a lie detector test.
It's because I'm working, isn't it?
If you didn't do it.
Who did? Do you want to go to military school?
Damn.
Terrific!
Wow.
That wasn't funny, that was painful and unpleasant. Hey, I have a funny idea. Why don't we show their beatings? Yeah, because pummeling little children is just as hilarious as mentally scarring them for life. Oh look, this one's getting the belt. Hilarious.
Well, you did find it hilarious in Waterworld when the kid got slapped, so just to reference that point.
Squeeze, tomatoes, broads, chicks, girls. I said girls. Don't you have anybody else in your life besides your mother who wears an over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
Over-the-shoulder boulder holder. Yet another series of words that kids can add to the wonderful vocabulary that this
Damn,
film
that's
is
how
teaching.
Jesus shit over
So
the
while going
shoulder.
through the homes, they visit the girl that Savage has a crush on.
I don't believe it. She likes me. I thought she hated me.
Why'd anybody hate you, Bri?
Oh, I don't know, maybe because you're awful!
No, it's just that ever since we moved here, I haven't really been able to make friends.
Again, because you're awful! As Maurice destroys the girl's homework, we come across another monster named Snick. I wish. No, it's never really explained exactly who Snick is, but I guess he's sort of set up like the mafioso of the monster world. If that's the case, how
Okay.
come he can't get a better wig to stick to his head?
Glue it to his head at least.
You know, I gotta admit, I like post-Bat Out of Hell Meatloaf better.
I like taking my two big black
What the fuck is going on?
grabbing your head and cutting it off.
And we just witnessed your kids' nightmare fuel for the weak parents. Whenever your children come up and say they wet themselves and they don't know why, you'll know the reason.
Did that just happen?
Oh, yeah, by the way, adding random animated sparks doesn't make your world any more magical.
I feel
It's still
fucking
boxing.
dizzy. Did that
So
kid
Savage
just get
goes
his
to
head
school and sees what Maurice
fucking
did to
ripped
Kristen's
off in
big
front of
project.
my eyes?
This causes him to finally
I have
realize
never
that maybe
seen
he's a little
anything like
asshole.
that. That's
Maurice,
fucked
you got
up.
a 0 because of you?
I was hungry, okay? And it just...
I feel
Just so happened
traumatized.
at that moment, I had a craving for a 6-page paper on the daytime blooming of a nighttime cactus.
You like her, don't you?
No, I don't.
Brian's got a girlfriend. Brian got a girlfriend.
It reminds...
Okay, so
reminds me of like a
as if this
Dominion or
movie
something, like
couldn't
the same sort of
possibly get any
costume
more
design.
miserable, take a look at what they throw at us
The
next.
Star Trek
Mom and I
Dominion.
have decided that we're not gonna live together for a while.
Don't you get it? They're getting
Thank
it.
God.
Thank you, movie! Thank you! When we're not in a fantasy world of hellish nightmares and gruesome ugliness, it's nice to know we can return to a world of separation and divorce! Little monsters, because God hates you!
Oh, Jesus.
So Savage discovers
Mercy.
that the more times he goes down into the underworld, the more he starts to actually become a monster. His
What
body
the
parts start disappearing in the light. So he tells Maurice that he doesn't want to go to the underworld anymore.
Believe it or not, you're the only real friend I have.
What?
Why do you think I keep coming back?
You know, have you ever noticed that Mandel moves like a puppet being used by a bad puppeteer?
Yeah. He looks
How do you
drunk.
operate this damn thing again?
He's drunk on power or something.
But it
like
turns
that.
out the evil monster Snick comes along and kidnaps Savage's brother. Why?
Oh,
Because
God.
he stopped coming to the underworld. I don't know. You figure out the reasoning behind
Yeah,
that.
fuck it. Why
Eric's
not?
gone.
Just
Have you
go
seen him?
with
Do you know
it.
where he went?
Gone? He's gone?
Look, Brian, if you know anything, tell me right now.
Well, okay, there's this monster city that lives under my bed, and Howie Mandel is one of them.
Yeah.
So he calls up all his
That's
friends and tells them
something else.
everything that's happened. Of course they don't believe him, but luckily Savage can prove it.
Holy shit.
Holy
To
shit.
this movie's credit,
Pardon the
that
pun.
is the exact same reaction I would have.
Yeah,
They bring a bunch
that
of
was my
flashlights and venture to
reaction.
where they think their brother is being held.
Brian Stevenson.
Where's Eric?
And you brought some little playmates
Oh.
along with you. How nice.
My God, what's wrong with that, guys? Oof.
As well as some family!
The fucking Water World Foods thing.
What sort of a greeting is that? After all, we are so much alike.
I'm sorry, who are you? We're literally given no introduction to this character. Is he
Yeah.
the boss? Is he the ruler? Did he have
Yeah.
a plan the whole time? Are they somehow powered by the misery of children? Well, thankfully none of that is answered because they have to make room for really important scenes like this one.
What? Why?
Didn't that add so much?
No, give me story. Explain.
So the head monster turns into clothes, but his gadgets and weapons take the kids out.
Wow, that's
Brian to
fucked
his
up.
room.
Oh no!
He's really happy. Wow, that's like a sort of really
Stuffed animals? That's the best torture they can do?
pointless
They must have been watching
thing.
Monty Python's Spanish Inquisition.
Confess!
Luckily Maurice is down
Fucking
there as they
Monty
try to
Python.
figure out a way to escape.
I have an idea. We can generate light by wiring pencils to the phone, just like a carbon lamp from a projector.
Oh yeah! Wait, what?
what? What?
I'm trying!
You can't conduct electricity from a pencil. It's got to be metal
Okay, even MacGyver will call bullshit
or
on that.
lead or that's
So they
just
escape
way
out of the
over
prison just so they can sneak
stupid.
back in and do the whole goddamn thing over again. It's literally like replaying a level in a video game.
Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah. Oh,
So they get
Jesus.
the bully to join him because they tricked him into drinking his own piss.
Yeah, why not?
Forget it.
Yeah,
As the monsters just once again stand in the middle of the
Ugh,
room and allow
Jesus.
themselves to get zapped. Wait a minute, where's all the gadgets? Where's all the weapons that they had last time? They forgot to write them in? Okay. They get his brother back, but Snick pulls himself together and tries to stop the kids from leaving. But luckily, Maurice has a secret weapon. I'm sure he's gonna take one of the lessons he's learned and use it to save the
friendship.
day, or he'll just light the motherfucker on fire.
Oh, okay.
What's the moral of this film again?
Yeah, what
All
is
the
it?
monsters are happy that the head monster is destroyed, though we don't really know why, as we have no idea how this fucking world works, but whatever. It turns out the sun's already come up at their house. So they travel across the country, that is, they run across the same set several times and just put up different signs, until they finally get to California, where Savage and his brother enter a video game tournament starring Super Mario Bros. 3. No, that would be the awesome ending.
Mom! I've got Eric!
Where are you?
Malibu.
Where the hell is that?
California.
What on earth are you doing
Oh,
there?
not California.
It's kind of a long story.
And I'm not kidding, that's the ending. The issue of
Wow.
the parents getting divorced? Never resolved. Finding out if their kids ever tell their parents about the monsters? Never mentioned. What happens to the monster underworld and just how the hell is it being run anyway?
Yeah.
Never addressed. We just get a visual recap of the film that only consists of 3 pictures. I guess even the filmmakers couldn't think of many memorable moments from this shitty-ass film.
There's a lot
And
of
that's
story
exactly what
plot
this
holes.
is, a shitty-ass film.
Yeah, this doesn't
What
look
a
like
miserable
a good
piece
movie
of
at
cinema.
all.
There's no moral or lesson. It's not fun. The images are probably too scary for most kids. It's not visually pleasing. It's not that creative. There's a ton of unexplained story issues. And
Yeah.
it's surprisingly mean-spirited. The pranks just seem cruel. The father just seems cruel. The monsters just seem cruel. I don't mind cruelty in a film if it's amounting to something, but this literally amounts to nothing.
Yeah,
it's just shit. My advice, avoid this movie like the plague. Or better yet, get the plague so at least you'll have something to look forward to after watching this dumbass movie. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Oh boy. Okay. Jesus. Red Ribbon Reviews. Oh, okay. That's strange.
Over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
Over the shoulder boulder order. Okay, that's the end of the video, and I gotta say, what the fuck did I just watch? Yeah, I did that. But why? Why did that monster rip off that kid's head? I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? That actually scared the shit out of me. That caused post-traumatic stress syndrome for me. I'm not joking. That actually was shocking. Now, I've seen, like, children die movies before and stuff like that, like a Snake on a Plane and stuff like that, where the snake eats the child and stuff. It's not the first time, but it was so random. It was so bizarre, and all of a sudden, I mean, it was just, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ almighty, have mercy, please spare us. I mean, I don't know how to summarize that scene up, honestly. Ripping that child's head off, is so fucked up, in a good way and in a bad way. It was fascinatingly bad. Yeah, as for the movie, I'm gonna give this a skip. Little Monsters, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this. I just don't get it. Nothing's funny. I mean, smearing peanut butter on a phone. I mean, I just don't get it. Pissing in a jar. It's just not funny. These things aren't funny. I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, if you like this movie, please tell me. Please tell me why you like this movie. Give me a goddamn good explanation why. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the movie. Maybe I'm missing the jokes. Maybe it's a movie that you have to watch to understand it. A bit like, The Room with Tommy Wiseau. I don't have a spoon right now every time I say his name, but I got a pencil. Let's pretend this is a spoon in his honor. Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, is it something you have to watch to understand? I just don't get it. It just seems like a really stupid, terrible, god-awful movie. And normally I defend movies. I normally go, oh, it's good, it's got animations and all that. But I just can't see anything I can defend about this movie. I mean, maybe the monster costumes, even though it was a bit tatty, I'll give it like half a point for effort. That's about it. As for the jokes, absolutely terrible. I'll give it half a point for trying, at least trying to have a scary monster costume, so to speak. I mean, it reminded me of like the Star Trek Dominion sort of character, you know. The sort of same makeup style. I don't know why. It just reminded me of it. Yeah, I just don't get it. I really don't. And I like things to make sense. And when things don't make sense, I lose my marbles. I go insane. And this movie's just made me go insane. I just don't understand it. I want this movie to make sense. What was the point of this movie? What's the story? What have we learned from it? There's nothing like that. Oh, I'm sorry I'm rambling and ranting and, you know, going off my nut here, but I'm sorry, this is what happens when you watch so many bad movies. You know, you just lose it. You just come to a point where, what is the fucking point of this movie? Yeah, we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna chill out and, crack open a Dr. Pepper and calm my nerves after watching this god-awful thing. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, Jesus, peace.